Good morning, team. So, a bit of a predicament today. First and foremost, the weather report says it's going to be 34 degrees, which is obviously very problematic and is going to reduce the likelihood of getting any particular run in before late evening tonight. I mean, last night I was out and about 9:30 and the temperature was still 26. No breeze at all. It was really, really humid. So my choices and options are quite limited. However, what I'm thinking about is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and I'm just not sure at the moment which one to tackle. I can either go for that 9k trail run I did the other day and try and squeeze 10k out of it by just doing a slightly altered route towards the end. Now I know where I'm supposed to be going. Or I go for the river run like I did a couple of days ago and try and get past 15k. It's something that I'm just kind of toying with at the moment. I'm really not entirely sure which will be the best option for me, to be honest with you. I really love the trail run, it was excellent, but I have to bear in mind that when I did the trail run, the hilly part at the end did sort of play a little bit of havoc with my ankles. And then equally, trying to push past 15k just a couple of days after doing that for the first time, is it sensible? I don't really know. I'm kind of in two minds. But what I am sure about is that if I do any running, it'll be similar to last night. Just a quick kind of 3k, 3.5k around the block, nothing too intense. Because it's pretty vicious out there, and I don't want to put myself in any danger or jeopardy and then run the risk of then putting myself out of the game for the next couple of days, because it's said it would cool down. We don't really know that. Again, it's something that we are just waking up every morning, checking the weather and seeing what the world brings us. But yeah, they're my thoughts for this morning. I've got a couple of things I need to do. This is not necessarily going to be a very interesting daily running vlog, but it will be snippets of what I do in the day anyway. It is midday exactly, in fact. The temperature is 34 degrees. It's pretty warm, so I'm just having a half a watermelon here. That's what's great actually this time of year. Loads of fruit and veg about, lots of deals as well happening between the supermarkets. You need to just kind of shop around, but hoping to get some good food in later on to prepare me for my run tomorrow. Haven't quite decided yet what I want to have, but it's probably going to be some kind of sweet potato based goodness. And just sitting, checking out YouTube, looking for inspirational videos and just getting some tips and all of those things on nutrition and running. And it's nice just to take the time, I think, especially in these days where I'm not necessarily going to be going out doing anything major, to just use your time wisely and get educated, because at the end of the day it's free education on YouTube. So thank you to all the people as well that I'm subscribed to for continuing to provide such excellent content. I'm really gaining a lot from it, and like I said, I've only been running just over 100 days, so it's still very new to me. I'm just trying to get myself as clued up as I can to ensure that I can perform at the very best level. It's 8 o'clock at night. I had intended to go out on a run, but it is actually still 30 degrees. The sun's kind of hiding, but it's really, really humid. And with my plan to get up tomorrow morning early and do a run, it just doesn't seem like a viable or sensible idea to do a late night run, which would have to be, who knows, 9:30 at night, by which point it's dark. It just doesn't make sense to do that. So I'm going to focus all my attention on tomorrow's early morning run. And I think I'm going to go for the river again. It feels like it could be a really good move. I enjoyed the distance. I enjoyed the environment to run in. And it was a little bit more kind on my body, I felt, than the trail run. Still want to do the trail run. It's on my to-do list to do it again properly. But I think I need to do that, especially when it's a little bit lighter, a little better time of the day to run. And it's quite an interesting trail. There's a lot to contend with, and I just want to make sure that I'm fully prepared for that. I know last time I kind of just jumped headlong into it. I didn't really think too much about it, but if I want to actually complete it in a reasonable time and try and focus on my performance rather than just exploring, then I want to make sure I do it at a sensible time of the day and I'm fully focused on the job. So like I say, I'm not actually going to go out tonight. It's just not sensible, but I will be setting my alarm nice and early to get out on the river run. Last week I went out just after 6. I might try and creep out a little bit before that, just so that when I'm on the return it's not as hot, because I found that bit was a little bit of a punishing situation to find myself in when I'd already run quite a considerable distance for myself. So I definitely want to do the 10k tomorrow. If I can go back to 15k, that's amazing, and if I can get to anything more than 15, that's always a bonus. But the plan is a nice 10k from my home down to the town of Godalming, and we'll just see how we go.